doing this session, a pro bono session for the people who are willing to optimize a Naukri profile. So I gonna share my experience and my strategies which I follow and some tips how you can improve your Naukri profile. Okay. So without any further delay, let me share my screen. Okay, this YouTube is live. Sorry. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. So this is my Naukri profile. We are in the profile section. So let me start from the first, like, let me go through the basic details, like in which section, what to put and what not to put, and what can you add extra which you even not thought of putting, like because of some fear or any kind of thing. So I will like solve all your queries. Let me finish the session one by one, and then if you have any doubts, so after finishing some kind of this profile section, and then we go for how to analyze your resume and then other profile actions. So I'll be asking any questions after finishing some kind of the periodically. So you can ask questions in that time. Also at the end of the session, we'll be having a Q&A session. You also ask questions at the end. Okay. So first, starting in Naukri profile, you need to understand one thing is Naukri is just not just only applying for jobs and saying I didn't get any calls. It's only like 10% I would say just applying for jobs, and other 90% contains different strategies to use Naukri accordingly to your profile and like make it adapt to your role and what recruiters expect from you. Okay, so that's how we're gonna see here. So let me start. So when you this is a basic details profile. So the important thing is I gonna deliver the session as a fresher's perspective. So I have kept my profile as a fresher. So you have to make sure it is fresher. If you keep experience, then it will ask for total year of experience, right? So you need to update your employment status for that. So it will ask. But fresher, as you didn't have any experience as in full time, you can't able to choose that option. But if you have mentioned internship experience in your employment, that doesn't affect. So you can choose fresher, all right? So yeah, coming to this point, an important thing is, so what I did for my profile is I have mentioned as an experienced guy, considering my internship experience, because I noticed when I mentioned fresher, right, there is a little glitch in my profile, the actions and search appearance or little less. So I thought of why not just try put experience and add an employment in my employment status, which I have done internship latest, and then add an experience which I have as an internship experience in my profile. Because if you have done like 3 or 4 internship, it will come across like like 1 year at least, right? So if you have at least 1 year of experience as an intern, I would recommend try putting experience and try applying in Naukris. Okay, so this is one of the thing I tried. So thought of sharing with you. So okay, let's move on with a professor option. So other things, so common thing, just make sure you update everything and make sure your email ID is very important. Make sure it is professional, not anything something like fancy name or numbers or etc. Make sure your full name is there, and then at gmail.com. Even these numbers are not required, but if there is no domain name for that gmail.com, then you have to go with some numbers add-ons. Okay, and make sure your availability join is 15 days or less. If you're fresher, that is very important because the recruiters expect you to join as soon as possible. So make sure these kinds of options. And like daily, like every morning, I would say like before 9 a.m., check these two details regularly. Okay, I will say according. the next section how to do that. Okay. So now comes the resume section. So guys, see the first one in resume is you should like make sure the naming convention in your resume. You should not like Muhammad Kaiser latest resume, Muhammad Kaiser April 2024. You should avoid those kinds of naming convention in your resume because it will at the first sight itself it makes recruiters unhappy because of those names you keep in your resume. So make sure that you like name it like Muhammad Kaiser resume and your target role. Okay, so data science. And I will be mentioning this often in upcoming this duration in this session. Like always remember, update your Naukri profile before 9 a.m. every day in weekdays. Like update in the sense, I will say what and all you have to update and start applying after 9:30 to before 11 o'clock here. So this is timelines. It is common, which I will be mentioning after. So I'm mentioning now yourself. So what you have to update, you have to unupload your resume and upload your same resume every day before 9 a.m. Because the reason is when your profile will show to your recruiter, then Naukri will show your profile to the recruiter that your resume is the latest updated resume. So it will give a thumbs up to the resume hands, right? So he has a latest resume updated in his profile. So make sure you upload your latest resume, like even if it is not in daily, like twice in a week or thrice, it's okay, okay. So make sure that also. And then while updating your resume, there is a new option in the Naukri like the resume analyzer. So you can see here my resume scored at starting of the high level. So make sure you stand between this high and excellent score. It's not necessary you have to go to the extent of excellent, but make sure you between these two high and excellent. And you can upload your resume in this resume analyzer and check how it scores and what you can improve. The suggestions also it will be there because see like having 8 years resume and all those kinds of stuff is not necessarily important and have to maintain, but at the end of the day the good formatted and clean and neat resume will always go ahead the screening process. So since we are using Naukri, we have to make sure at least we score good and well in this Naukri scorer because it will show at the back end for the recruiter that your resume score this. So if he doesn't have time, he just consider resume which are between high and excellent, right? So we need to make sure this also. So I thought of adding this point in the resume section. So okay, that's it in the resume section. Then going for the headline. So this is a headline like how it is in LinkedIn profile, right? So it is also very important. A template or format which I used to suggest for the people to use in this headline is start with your target role and then a latest education if you are a fresher. If it is even if it is relevant, you have to put like I have put MS in data science. So if you have done some other like which is not relevant to data field, then avoid mentioning it. And then go with numeric metrics, something which shows your value in quantification method. Like I have put 20 plus projects delivered, so it shows some quantification, right? So if you have something in your profile which can quantify your value to the recruiters, mention that, and then go with your internship experience. If you have like 6 months or any months, or if you have 1 plus year experience, you can put, and then mention top four tools which you are proficient in, and then mention top four techniques or specialization in which you are like good in. So this is the format. Just I will share these kinds of templates and all those stuff which I mentioned in the session after in the upcoming duration. I will share with you guys, but note down the things which I say now and don't get distracted. So this is a template. So put four top tools and then followed by four top specialization and then a selling point of to answer the question why should you hire me. So you have to answer that. You need to think in a way that if a recruiter asks me why should he hire me, how I will answer him. So you have to write sentence according to make decision using statistics, help business turn data into dollars, some kind of stuff like that. Because you need to make sure your headline is within 250 characters. Because that's the limit for this. Because if you see here, this is the limit 250 characters. Okay, so you need to put in short and concise way, and make sure you put necessary details. The reason why I formatted in this way is the keywords is very important in Naukri. Always, everyone will say the keywords is very important. So at any possible place in Naukri profile, you need to mention these kinds of keywords which I have highlighted here. So that's the main reason. Okay, alright. So next, let's go for key skills. Another important sections. These are the keywords which the recruiter first screen through it, and then only he will see your next sections in your profile. That's why the Naukri itself kept this key skills at the top of it after the resume and headline. So in this key skills, you need to make sure there is 20 maximum, and everything is like relevant to your target role. Okay, so 20 is the maximum. Use it wisely. For choosing the right keywords for your role, I would suggest go to Perplexity AI and give this prompt. Give top 20 by using a pro search and doing depth research recently, and give latest keywords for data science role. I have mentioned in my previous prompt, so it automatically know. So see it on your pro search, it will search because Perplexity is famous for researching and advanced research kind of thing, because you will be having 4 credits each day. So make sure you use it properly for this, and then it will give top 20 keywords which are recently trending in Naukri based on his resources in which Perplexity has researched. Okay, so initially while starting, if you don't have any idea like what keywords to put, just use this prompt in Perplexity and then mention these keywords. Okay, you don't need to stress about what keywords and other kind of stuff. For just starting initially, make sure you mention these keywords by using Perplexity. And then while applying for job, see here, for example, in this job, if you see here, in each job, the skills are mentioned. For it, see here, the key skills. These are the skills which need to be matching with your key skills in your profile. So while applying for jobs, daily, at least for 5 jobs, make sure your key skills matches exactly with the job skills which you are gonna apply. So you can do for every job, but make sure at least try for at least 4 to 5 jobs daily while applying using this strategy. Okay. So that's it regarding case skills. So and also make sure you mention the mixture of tools, techniques, and soft skills. Don't just mention tools and techniques alone. Make use of different kind of soft skills, techniques, specialization, and tools. You can see I have deep learning, I have put hypothesis testing. I have also mentioned Power BI, Python tools. Okay, and you can also mention soft skills, but I have not mentioned it. But make sure it is within 20 and use it wisely. That's it regarding case skills. So coming for the employment, and also wait, another important point in case skills is you need to change periodically, like after a week or month. Just update, like as I said, no, before 9 a.m. Make sure just go inside your case skills, like see here, go inside, and then just remove this deep learning, and then just add again deep learning or something relevant to it, and then just save, because it will trigger your Naukri profile in the recruiter search that your key skills are latest updated, and there is a high chance that your profile will appear in top of the searches for those keywords. So this is how the algorithm works in Naukri backend. So make sure you update. So that's what I said. You have to upload your resume before 9 a.m. and upload it again, and then also do the same for the key skills. All right. Okay, that's it for key skills. And coming to employment, employment, there is nothing much because there is no description required for adding in employment, but still make sure you put relevant employment. If there is no relevant, like you have done some kind of internship or experience, but it is not related to a target role, for example, data science or analytics, then avoid putting those and put which is relevant. And even what I would say is, if even if you have irrelevant job, make sure if you have any chance the department is somewhat related to data science analytics, then mention the department and mention the role. This would be another option, because when recruiter search, right, as I said, in this job, yeah, here, so it is here mentioned C, department employment type. So department also one of the search which the recruiter use. So here it is human resource, but mostly for data science, so it will be like data science analytics. So it will also help you your profile to appear in your recruiter search, right? So also make sure that okay, that's it regarding employment. That is nothing important. Make sure your duration is authentic. Don't try to fake it out like being extra man's in your experience. It will lead to very dangerous consequences because it's very important factor in recruiters view. You should not fake your experience. All right. So that's it regarding experience section. So coming to education, it's also there's nothing to do in specific. You just need to fill out whatever it is there as it is. And yeah, your CGPA also it will ask because without that you can't able to save it. But in your resume, you can skip the CGPA if it is very less, or if it is good, you can mention it. But in Naukri, you have to mention it anyways. That's it regarding education. So coming to IT skills, it's another important one, I would say, because the key skills and IT skills both are different. Key skills, as I said, it is a mixture of tools, techniques, and soft skills. But IT skills is concentrated on more technical and other technologies kind of things. So for you need to start with the top three tools which you are proficient, followed by top three techniques or specialization you are proficient in, and then choose any other tools or technologies and just fill it. There is a limit for it. Just don't keep it blank without filling it because you have to make sure choose all the space in your Naukri profile so that it gets 100% profile completion, right? So that's the one point. And then while applying for jobs, as I said already, you need to update the key skills, right? But there is a limit of 20 in the key skills. But if you find anything extra you have to mention, use this IT skills section to mention. For example, here is it's full of HR related. Let's take another job. Mm, okay, this. Okay. So if you see here, there is some read the job description and see the Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Word. There's also no not much technologies in this roles. Okay, so that's what the point is. Mention the IT skills related to tools and technologies. Don't just leave it empty because when you apply for more technical jobs, there'll be more technical requirements in the skills section of the JD. Okay, so make sure that the key skills mentioned in the job description you mention in top of these IT skills, and don't like worry about these kinds of software version or last years. Mention latest and experience, just like consider when you started learning that and how much duration you have worked in. So consider that and put. Don't need to worry about anything in regards to that. Make sure the skill or the application or technology you have used, mention that name correctly. That's it for IT skills. And then coming for projects, another important one, very, very important. For a fresher, a project and internship experience is a go-to for recruiters for hiring freshers or standing out from the crowd. So if you see my profile here, right, it is like I have done 20 plus projects, so I was like kind of lazy. I just put 20 plus projects without mentioning each and project like individually. But I would suggest you go with individual project, put each project in each section instead of putting like how I did. So how to put projects is make sure your project title it's not simply title like just putting a Python. Sorry, like the Titanic. Titanic analysis. Don't just put like this. Add a format like this, I would say. See, start with your project title, mention the tool you have used, and the technique which you have done, like EDA. So it shows a quick glance to the recruiter that you have done a project using Python in which you have done EDA. The project was using Titanic dataset. So it conveys the big thing in one single line, right? So it will give a quick what hands up, like thumbs up to the recruiters. Okay, so the main focus is you need to save the time of the recruiter as much as possible. Okay, so that's the main point. So this is the format you have to choose. And then coming to the details of the project, which is mandatory to fill, you have to make sure follow this format. The format is start with the problem statement. Okay, start with problem statement, and then go with the steps followed to find the solution for that project. You forget the things which I have put. I'm just saying, so listen to me. So start with the project problem statement, followed by the steps which I have done in the project. Like I have done bivariate analysis, multivariate analysis, and some regression kind of thing, and then found the solution. So these kind of things put, and then at last put the results, like the solution and the metrics which you have got to this bit. For example, if you have built a machine learning model, the accuracy of the machine learning model is 90%. So that those kinds of things put at the end. Okay. So your project description should contain the problem statement, the steps followed to find the solution, at the last, the results. Okay. So regarding project, yeah, that's the important thing. And then the skills you have used in the project. Again, I'm saying these are the keywords which are very important. So make sure you use it wisely related to the project. Okay. Okay, fine. So that's it regarding the projects. Okay. So coming to profile summary, another important point, because this also the Naukri will scan your profile summary and take the keywords which the recruiters is looking for. For example, recruiters search for a data science guy with Python skills and is proficient in ML and forecasting. Then my profile, if it hasn't changed, it will come because it has data science. It has, where is Python? Yeah, it has Python. It has ML, it has forecasting. So I have a high chance for the recruiters who search in this way, which I said. So make sure your profile summary has optimized for the keywords. Okay. The template which I would suggest is first make sure you have the limit of 1,000 characters for profile summary. So you should use it wisely, because if you see here, let me show you the characters limit. See here, 1,000 characters. Okay. So make sure you use it wisely. I would say like 3 to 5 sentences is good and enough, because if you write a long description like a story, then no one will read it. So make sure short and crisp. The recruiter at a first glance, you need to catch his attention. So I would say start with target role and the year of experience if you have, or even internship experience you have put, and then mention I am proficient in top three tools which you are proficient in. Like I am proficient Python or an SQL, and then go with strong expertise in, mention top three specialization like techniques. For example, let me phrase it. Um, Proficient in Python, SQL, and Power BI with strong expertise in using visualization, machine learning, and forecasting. So put a phrase like this after that, and then followed by your proven track record. Like in your resume under your project, you will be putting like the XYZ role. Like let me show the XYZ role, which is very, very important in every bullet point you write in your resume or Naukri. So this is the XYZ. Is it okay? See here. Formal using bullet point, the accomplishment as measured by Y by doing Z. I have done sales analysis, which has increased the sales by 5% by doing the bivariate analysis or by doing exploratory data analysis. So this is how you need to frame your one single sentence between your profile summary. Okay, make sure that one single phrase is strong enough, and then go with the results and finish by quantifying your profile. And then after you finish this kinds of thing, if there is a space for adding extra things, add your education, add your recent internship experience, and mention your all your tools and techniques which you are good in. So the thing, the format which I said is for the first phrase here. So you make sure follow that. I will be sending all those formats after the session. So don't worry about it. Okay. So that's it regarding the profile summary. So coming for accomplishments. So here you have online profile, work sample, and then presentation and certification. These are the four things which is important under accomplishment. And this patent and research publication is very rare people use. So the important thing is online profile. So coming for online profile, main thing is you need to be mention LinkedIn. If you have any blogs, mention it, Medium or any kind of thing, mention it, and then go for work sample. Put your portfolio in work sample and GitHub in work sample. I have mentioned in online profile, but make sure you mention GitHub and portfolio kind of things in work samples, because everything here it is only for links. You can't upload any document or kind of thing. So make sure you have links for everything. And make sure if you're adding Google Drive link, make sure it is accessible publicly by anyone. That's it regarding yeah. So in this accomplishment, I want to add one point, which is while adding a portfolio, right? See here, for example, you have an option for description. So what I would say, don't just elaborate and put so many of words into it. Make sure it catch an attention of the recruiter as soon as possible. See my sentence here. I'm sure you will not step back after seeing my website. How it sounds like different, right? From different candidates puts my portfolio website having 20 plus projects. I have done Python, ML projects, like this kind of stuff. Instead of going like that, make sure short and crisp word, because when the recruiter sees your project, in the first sentence only he will read, that too still this line only he will read. So you need to make sure you grab the attention of the recruiter within that line of description you have written. So this is an additional point I would like to add. So I want to say it. So make sure that, and that's it in accomplishment and certification. If you have done good, but please don't overcrowd the certification. I have seen many people reach out to me sending the screenshot of their profile. I've seen many people mentioning many certification like 10 to 15 in the certification. It's a very blunted mistake, because if see here, I will show you. So when a recruiter surfs through your profile, if we see certification like 10, then it will take 5 to 10 seconds for him to just to scroll down to next section. So you're wasting the time. It's a very big mistake. So make sure you put top 5 or 4 relevant certification, which is very strong and authentic and professional, like Microsoft or any other Google you have done in Coursera or any other platform. So make sure that one. Okay, so that's a single one point I have to mention. All right. So yeah, coming to career profile. So here the important thing I want to mention is your location. So you have option for choosing 10 locations. So make sure you choose your preference. Like don't worry about like I'm choosing Kolkata, whether I'll be going for Kolkata or not. So don't think about that. Just you need to get calls from the recruiter. That's the only focus for you. So choose a location widely, top 10 preference according to your options, whatever you wish. I would say like Bangalore, Hyderabad, like top five, like the IT firms which are there more in the cities. No, choose those cities first, and then finally, like you can choose remote as a single option, because it will also trigger the recruiter who are hiring for remote roles. So it will pop up in your recruiter that this location preference was in his profile. So make sure you add 9 cities and add a remote option also. And then don't just after updating location just keep it as it is. Later change it periodically. Like if you're not getting calls even after putting these many location, try different location, put different locations, and try applying and see what are the results you're getting. All right. So and then yeah, expected salary. So yeah, the important thing I would like to mention here is many freshers thought when I asked them the expected salary, they say I just kept as zero so that I can get an opportunity. But I would say it's not an recommended thing to do, because see, like putting zero is fine because you are desperate of any jobs you need to get, because it will whatever the recruiter package was, you are ready to accept. This is what you are conveying the recruiter by putting zero. But at the same time, you are decreasing your value of your profile yourself by putting zero. I would say start with zero, no problem. But as days goes, if you're not getting any calls, just increase little by little, like put 2.5 or 3.5 like that, and just try for a month or an 2 or 3 weeks and then see. So this is one method I would suggest, because I have not put zero in my expected salary, and I have put like 4 to 5, and then yeah, I have gotten calls from recruiters also. So make sure you like remember this point, all right? So yeah, going to next one. the last one. So personal details, nothing to say in detail here, uh, which is common, all right. So put whatever details which is suitable for you, and then just finish it off. That's it. Okay, fine. Okay, we finish with the Naukri profile section, and then now I am coming to the the profile performance, how you can gain insights from it and accordingly change your strategy towards Naukri. So if you see here, my profile performance in the last 7 days, you can see the keywords here: data science Python, or in SQL. These are the keywords which I appear in the recruiter search. So that's the meaning it's conveying, right? You need to remember that these are the keywords which the recruiters search for that my profile appear. So these are the times which I appear for it. The thing you can do is, if you're getting sales, voice process, and other accounts related roles in your top keywords or search appearance, I would say it's not an issue of keywords in your profile. It's an issue of because you're applying less jobs in Naukri. Apply as much as jobs in Naukri daily after 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Don't see the location, don't see the salary. Just apply as much as possible, because the reason is, it's not because you need that job. It because it will increase the recruiters viewing your profile, like recruiters' action towards your profile, which in turn tells the Naukri that he is receiving more profile views related to data roles from the data hiring recruiters. So recruiter like Naukri will make sure that in next attempt we will make sure his profile appear in data related keywords in the search of recruiters. So this is how it works, because I too in starter receive sales, so voice process, BPM and other kind of stuff, but I later understand and notice this strategy will work and it's worked fine. So apply as much as possible. Don't just see everything: eligibility, year of experience, location, skills. Don't see everything and then waste it, and just apply as much as possible and then check out whether you are getting the search appearance relevant to data roles. Okay, so that's the one point which I want to add. Okay, all right. So now going for recruiter action, how you can use it wisely is, like, check daily after afternoon and see who saw your profile and other kind of actions which you have done. You have the person who view your profile, contact or resume and profile bookmark. So these are the actions which are available, right? So you go start with the person who download your resume, but you didn't get any invite of job from them. Like, I'm repeating again, the person who downloaded your resume, but he doesn't give any invitation for his job. So make sure those guys, notice those guys. For example, you'll be knowing the name of the recruiters and the company. So for example, here, this is Ericsson from IZS Senior Talent Acquisition. Okay. So note down his name. Make sure it is not from the hiring agency, but it is actual company recruiters. Because if it is a hiring agency, it is a different way. I am saying for the company recruiters hiring for their company also. So make sure you find his name and then go to LinkedIn. Copy this name, copy this, go to LinkedIn and paste this. I have already connected with him, so his name is coming in top. But what you can do is select people, and you know the company in which he is belong to. So select the company which is EZS. Now it will show the results and he will come. So basically I have connected, so it is coming. So reach out to him saying that, Ericsson here, I noticed, hope you are doing well. I noticed that you had downloaded my resume from Naukri and I am actively looking for opportunities in data related roles. It would be very helpful if you consider me for any opportunities, those kinds of ways. In short, message, it will definitely work, and it really worked for me. The person I'm showing you currently, whom I have reached out after I saw that he have downloaded my resume, I have messaged him and he said reach out to the senior recruiter, and he sent his contact details, and I have reached out. This is how it works. So you need to, like, the recruiter actions in this Naukri is not just for seeing Okay, I have received this kind of recruiters actions. These guys saw my contact and they have profile bookmark. It's not just for saying, it's the recruiter action is for you to take actions. Okay, so use it wisely. This is how I have made it. So I hope it will be helpful for you. So this is how you can choose it. Okay, that's it regarding the recruiter actions. Okay, so the thing is okay. The common things which I used to mention while reaching out to the recruiter is don't DM them during weekends, Saturday and Sunday, and also don't DM before 11 a.m. and after 5 p.m. It will really, they will permanently block you. It's really a danger thing. So these are the common etiquettes you need to remember while reaching out to recruiters, which I thought of adding. So that's it regarding the recruiter action sections. So finally, I would finish by going to how you can search for jobs, how you can get apply for more jobs, get more callbacks, and those kinds of things. I will now let you know. So now see here. Let me remove all those things first. So okay. So remember, there are three kind of searching strategies which I personally follow. So the thing first one is put three target roles. For example, data science. Your top three preference which you're open for work. Okay, so data science, data analyst, and business analyst. Put these three target role and then search for jobs. Okay, I come to flip filters next one. I'm just saying how you can search like three kind of searches which I follow. So this is one of the way, like you can put three roles, target roles. The next one is the next one is search for one target role and mention top three skills and techniques. For example, data science. It's not coming. Okay, data science. This is the target role. Only put one. Okay, data analyst. Put Python. Put two skills and two tools and two techniques. Okay, Python, SQL, and then what you can put? Put ADA, and then what else? Okay, this enough for just demonstrating, right? So you can search in this kind of thing because it will even like filter in depth the job which are posted in Naukri, give you the best results because finding the right jobs using the search and other boolean kind of strategies is the one which many people lack. So you can follow this method, which is the second one I have mentioned, and the final one which you can search is just search for single target job role for data analyst. Just type data analyst and click search. Okay. So these are the three ways which you can search for jobs. So remember that. Now coming for the filtering methods. So when you search, right, start with fresher and then start with specific location. Put single location. I have put Chennai for your example. Start with this filtering options and then later you can increase and filter out more. But for starting, you start from very depth, like you're focusing only on data analyst, which is fresher and which is in specific to Chennai location. So start from this kind of search and then go down. These are things which you can skip. Put select freshness last 1 day. So you will get a jobs which are posted in the last 1 day. So the reason is why I'm saying choose the freshness as last 1 day is you can be an yearly applicant in this job application because the research says that the more applicants which are apply yearly, right, the recruiters used to notice them and screen them for the next stage. So it is very important factor to be an early applicant in the job applications. So that's why the filtering of freshness last 1 day is very important. But since now it is 9:45, you can see that day 1 day ago means it will show you yesterday. But after level or 10 or level, if you choose this filtering option, it will show the jobs which are posted today. And then uh, don't like sort it by date because it will give you the latest job posted. Like just remove it. It will give you the latest job posted, but it will not be relevant to your search. You see here software engineering is coming, market development is coming, but you have search for data analyst. So this sorting by date, it will not work. So always make sure you sort it by relevance. Okay. So that's the important thing in regards to filtering, I would say. And then this is the first level of hierarchy you will filter, right? And then if you not able to get enough jobs or you didn't able to get callbacks on recruiters when you're apply as a fresher roles, then it's not an issue when you choose 1 year of experience because most of the entry level jobs today, even for freshers, they put 1 to 3 year of experience. And in the JD, if you go and see, no, they will say like even freshers can apply, but the actual job experience should be 1 to 3 years. So I would recommend try searching for jobs even within the 1 to 3 year of experience, and then go for the location which you have put in your profile, right? The top 10 location. Mention all of them or mention any three of them like Chennai, Bangalore, and Mumbai. Put three and then click search. So you get another wide see how much data analyst roles which are posted within last 15 days. So this is how you can change your strategies in using filters accordingly, right? So you need to remember that. And another one important thing is using the education filtering where it is yeah here. If you see like there are many jobs like you have done BSc and MSc, like you have done consider that you have done BSc, but you are applying for jobs which consider BSc, BTech, MTech, and so on. So if you as an BSc student apply for that, then your chances of getting shortlisted is very less. So make sure start with applying for jobs with which has like only BSc requirements candidate. So here you choose BSc and then apply. You can see the jobs. You go inside. See, see. So in this JD, see a UG. It was for engineering background. Okay, all right. BTech, BE, and BSc. So this is how one way you can filter out so that you can get a chance of callback from the recruiters. Okay. So this is what I thought of saying. And then final, at last, before applying for jobs, I would say always Naukri is not only concentrating on Naukri alone. You need to connect different platforms outside Naukri in order to increase your chances of getting hired. And one way is that reaching out for referrals. For example, let's see this company. Let's which company you can choose. Okay, Auto Plan Company. So they are hiring for business analysts. Okay, their location is Mumbai. So the company location is Mumbai. They were hiring for business analysts. The company name is Auto Plan Systems. So what you do, copy the company name, go to LinkedIn, and then search for the company. Oh, it's not there. Oh, I filter Auto Plan Systems. I think okay. There is a company, but it is very less authentic. So let me choose different one. The reason is you can go to the company page and then ask, search for the employees working in that location and ask for referrals. You can like it sounds like very like simple thing, but I always used to say everyone used to say the job search strategists, the influencers in LinkedIn. They say 70 to 80% of jobs are hired through internally and filled by the employers and the recruiters internally through referrals and reaching out and other kind of stuff. So asking for referrals, it's not a bad thing. You can see here this is a company. So if you go to the people section, I just showing for an example. Okay. So if you see here, these are the people working here as an in data roles. You can see. So connect with them like two or three people and ask for referrals. Say that I saw the opportunity like posted in Naukri. It would be very helpful if you refer me internally for this job, so that it would be very helpful in screening for the next stage, so that I can get an interview chance. Those kinds of phrase in short and crisp manner. Just ask them. So yeah, that's it, how you can search for jobs and apply to referrals and reach out to recruiters. I have said all the strategies which I have applied most of the time from my end, so which I have got good callbacks from the recruiters. So yeah, so thanks for your patience listening. So now I am open to Q&A. If you have any kind of questions, you can feel free to ask. So yeah, Akriti is here.
Yeah, Kisera.
Yeah. So yes, guys, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. I will be
Yeah,
sharing the yeah.
on the top mate calls, like I have, the people are asking us, like, do we need to have the paid subscription for the Naukri or the unpaid version also works?
To be honest, I have not used paid subscription, and I have heard from many people like using paid subscription. It is not necessary for freshers. If you are an experienced guy, using that will definitely work for freshers. Instead of wasting your money, you have lots of strategies for just applying without subscription also. So use those strategies, and if you are well enough to purchase in premium, then go ahead. There's no issue, but still, it's not reduce your chance of getting calls. There is still a lot of things you can do without the premium one.
Okay. Guys, we are open for the Q&A. Please, if you have any questions, please do share with us. Or if you have something like points to add on, you can.
Hi, hi guys. So this is Abhinav. Uh,
Yeah.
so for somebody who's changing roles, changing roles. So how would that affect the Naukri profile? I mean, if somebody is moving to the tech side, but currently he is in a marketing domain or a sales domain, so would that affect Naukri profile? I mean, how would that work?
Yeah.
How would-
So
Yeah.
how it will affect is you need to see your Naukri profile. If you are from non-tech background, you would have mentioned in your employment your non-tech background, right? So I would say do some like kind of any internship or relevant one in data and mention them and try to remove the thing which is not relevant, which is one option. But keeping that doesn't mean it will affect always, but you have more projects and good other kind of online profile and have done some good, have good LinkedIn profile which showcase your expertise in data analytics means, then you can go ahead by mentioning that employment, because it also counts as an experience in your IT industry, right? So it also adds some weight in your profile. So it is not always a negative one, but just saying like there are two options. You can just remove it and mention any data related internships or anything which you have done. You can mention, or even if you have included, make sure other sections in Naukri is more relevant and focusing on technical expertise in your profile.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Any questions? Feel free to ask, guys.
Hi, Kaja, Mohit this side. So I have a
Ah,
question regarding, adding Power BI. So I usually I have mentioned Power BI as a keyword in my Naukri profile, and sometime I receive the email as well regarding the Power BI developer role. But the
ah,
challenge is that in my current role, I don't have my handphone on Power BI because we are using Click or Excel only. So how can I mention that in a way in my Naukri profile that it will increase my chances to get a call from HR? for any
You
particular project or something.
so you're currently working on that like what you said?
Click sense.
Click sense, quick okay,
Yeah,
quick sense.
yeah.
So yeah, you did you mention that in your case skills, the quick
Mhm.
sense?
Okay.
Have you like I'm asking like have you mentioned it
Mm.
or you just mentioned Power
No,
BI?
no, no. So, not click because I'm targeting the Power BI roles because
Ah,
in case if I,
okay.
yeah.
So then you have to ready for the roles which you get. Like see the trend of roles, the requirements which you are getting as in Power BI. So make sure you have train yourself in those techniques and things, and then you can apply for that. Or else you have to, if you have only specific skills in using Power BI, then mention them in your key skills in additional
Mm-hmm.
to Power BI, and also
Mm-hmm.
take use of IT skill which I mentioned, right? Mention
Mm-hmm.
something related to Power BI. Increase the keywords related to Power BI in order to increase your roles which you are targeting in Power BI.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
Thank you for this session, Kesar. I have one doubt regarding the invite. So, are these initiated by the Naukri side for all the companies where we show interest and based on our skills, or are they initiated by the recruiters?
You mean the skills, right?
There is
Yeah.
one invite option also. So, af
NY.
we have apply and we have invite. Invite it means.
Oh, okay, okay. Invite. Okay.
So,
So,
are we getting
uh,
those from recruiters or LinkedIn or Naukri is suggesting it that try this
no, yeah.
company as you're sharing interest?
So yeah, there are two kinds of thing. We some usually get like recommended jobs via mail from Naukri side, which is from Naukri side. You need to careful in that. And the invite actually the mail if you see in your Naukri profile in your app or in desktop application in the recruiter actions in invite sent if you click that button the things which are under that is actually sent by the recruiters themselves or the consulting agency at human resources. So they are actually sent by recruiters. It's not Naukri. But Naukri used to send recommended job, which looks like you got an invite, but it's not actually. It's sent by Naukri, and then these things invite in Naukri in recruiter action is sent by recruiters themselves.
Oh, okay, okay, got it. Thanks for the clarification.
Okay, thank you.
Hi,
Yeah.
Mohammed.
Yeah, Ibrahim.
Yeah, I just want to know that, besides the Naukri, there are also some platforms related to similar to Naukri. So among those, please tell me one or three and two platforms we should simultaneously active on there because I just observed one thing that Naukri, yeah, obviously it's a good platform, but there is a lot of traffic nowadays. So please tell me one or two platforms.
Okay, fine. So I am personally using Naukri and LinkedIn most of the time. I have not experience in using other platforms, but I would say use Indeed platform. It's also a good one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then other job portal, Insta High. There is one kind of called Insta High. Indeed and
Insta
Insta
High.
High. Yeah, the Insta High is not
Uh,
like other platforms. It was like you fill your profile and the only jobs which matches your profile at least 20 to 30% will be shown to you and then you can only apply for those jobs. So
okay,
it's a kind
and
of that
actually,
platform. Indeed and
okay,
Insta Hire, I would say, and then don't just rely on job portals. I would say, right? See, I said 20% to 30% only jobs portals are posted.
yeah, yeah,
Even if the jobs are not posted, just reach out to the recruiters, the employees working there. Just say your uh, like you are willing to join and the kind of templates you would see in the LinkedIn often, right? Reach out with
yeah,
those templates, and then they'll be internally hiring through referrals, so you may get a chance.
yeah.
Okay.
And these techniques are I'm more giving us a
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Welcome. Akriti, can we take questions from YouTube live or you just?
Yeah, we can take. Like, there's a question from Karthik. Like, he wants to know some companies are checking out with the resume with the ATS score. How to maintain a good ATS score?
Yeah, it's an important question, but still it's a myth in it. ATS is not always required. I need to have 100% ATS, 90, 80. Yeah, you can have, if you have it is good, but if you didn't have, don't worry about it. Don't chase to have 90 to 100 ATS score, because even I don't know if you have heard the news recently, a company just fired an entire HR team for even a manager resume is getting rejected in the ATS training process. So the people now and the job search influencers, what they are saying currently is, make sure your resume is neat and clear formatted, and the keywords are mentioned according to your JD. The thing is, you need to make sure optimize your resume according to your JD, job description, I would say. So make sure the skills and projects experience you mention in your resume is related to your job which you are applying. That's the important thing. And then there are some uh, like resume scoring platform like JobScan, I would say. They have many options like according to your JD, how your resume scores. So those kinds of tools you can go and evaluate your resume instead of just chasing out of ATS. It's not just okay. So make sure that okay. So yes, next question. As again, resume analyzer is a good as a resume writer. No, I don't have any idea about resume analyzer. I know resume worded. It worked good. Next is Sinha, Ujjwal Sinha asking, if I have a career gap, do I need to mention it? I have not included it anywhere, not even on my resume. I'm not getting any calls. Could that be the main reason? Having career gap, I think I'm not the right person to answer, because I was talking to a fresher perspective. It would be helpful for you better if you ask any experienced guys in working in industry so that they can answer your question. But based on my experience, having a career gap, mentioning that would not affect, provided that you showcase your value and other skills in projects and maintaining good Naukri and LinkedIn profile. If you have good in those kinds of areas, then having career gap doesn't affect, because we are seeing currently many people in LinkedIn with so much career gap are getting and cracking into data roles. So nothing is like impossible, right? Everything is possible, but just you need to change your strategies and work accordingly. Okay, that's it. I think anything else on Zoom? Okay. Yeah, guys, final call. Any final question we can take from you.
It seems like nobody has a question now.
Yeah,
So let's wrap up this session.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you so much, Mohammed
yeah,
Kesar,
guys.
for providing your perspective on the Naukri optimization.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for everyone for joining here. Thanks. Those who are in YouTube live also thanks. And those in Zoom also thanks for your time. Hope you all use the strategies accordingly and get the job soon. Wishing you all the best and all the best. Thank you.